When we look at toddlers and infants, what we're often struck by is how different they seem from us. They certainly can't say as much about the world. But one of the things that our lab is finding is that toddlers and even infants actually see the world in really similar ways to the ways adults do. They think about the world in terms of possibilities. They can distinguish between things that are possible, improbable, and impossible.
Nobody had really asked whether or not young children can tell the difference between events that are surprising because they're impossible versus events that are surprising because they're simply unlikely. Do you see this machine I have? We show kids that we have a gumball machine that's full of toys, and we teach them that they can put a coin in the machine and they'll get a toy. Okay, now remember, when we put this coin in right here, just one toy will come out and we don't know which toy it will be.
What's the name?
The machine contains half of it is purple toys and half of it is pink toys, and so they get a pink toy out of the machine.
Look what it is.
And that should not be surprising at all.
Nothing in there yet, right?
Or they got out a really rare object. There was one of those, but 49 of other ones. It's possible, just sort of surprising.
Can you put the coin in the machine?
Yeah.
Or, critically, they put a coin into the machine and got out a toy that they saw was never in there to begin with. In all of those cases, we then taught kids a novel word for the object.
This is a blick.
And we measured how well they learned that new word.
When the pink toy appears out of nowhere, as if by magic, kids are driven to explain that event. They're driven to learn more information about it. They're curious about it. There's some purple and some pink, and that's all that's in there. What we found was that they actually don't learn from the unlikely, improbable events. Which one is the blick? They only learn better if they saw the impossible event.
Do you remember which one is the blick? Great job!
In the impossible case, they experienced a huge uptick in their learning, and what we found was that toddlers learned significantly better following impossible events.
Okay.
You want to go get ice cream?